Hi, I'm Jeannie Domino, an attorney with Zapega, Daly, Pope & Perry. If you've made the decision to create a revocable living trust, then you probably already understand what a powerful planning tool trusts can be. Now, to reap the benefits a trust can provide, you must take the very important step of funding your trust. Not doing so is one of the most common estate planning mistakes people can make. So what exactly does funding a trust entail? Well, funding a trust basically means you need to retitle your assets into the name of the trust. It's a lot like transferring a bank account into somebody else's name. But rather than naming a person as the owner, you're naming the trust as the owner of the account. The process for funding a trust will depend on the type of asset. For example, banks and some other financial institutions ask you to retitle your account into the name of your trust. Usually, your attorney will provide you documentation that includes specific instructions on how the financial institution needs to title the account to reflect that you, as trustee, are the owner. On the other hand, if you want to fund your trust with real estate, the deed that reflects who owns the property needs to be prepared by an attorney to reflect the title change so that it can be properly recorded on the land records. Overall, retitling a property from your name into the trust is both quite common and a much simpler process than what is done at a real estate closing when you buy a house. It is important to note that you should never retitle an IRA or another qualified account such as a 401k or a 403b to a living trust, because doing so could trigger some unintended tax consequences. You may want to name the trust as a beneficiary of these accounts, but this is tricky, and you should only do so after discussing this with one of our attorneys. Funding your trust and properly retitling the appropriate assets is a critical step you need to take in order to get the full benefit of your trust. If you haven't done it yet, I highly recommend putting it at the top of your to-do list. If you have any questions about funding a trust or establishing a new one, please give us a call at the office. Thanks for watching.